that's great, but here's records of all the homes that have sold,
Right.
here's your price per square footage. You're better off pricing it a little lower than you think than pricing it too high and having this roll back again and again and again, and I call that going radioactive, when it's like, there's really nothing wrong with the property, you just got the price wrong the first time.
Sure.
And all the buyers look at it and they go, what's wrong with it?
Yeah,
There's
gotcha.
nothing wrong with it, it's just, they got the price wrong.
Yeah, sure. So it's more of a pricing issue.
I do, I think it's a pricing issue, and sometimes you've got sellers that reject good offers because they're stuck on their price and they end up regretting that.
Yeah.
But look, there's a scenario for everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And to expand on that a little further, so somebody, let's go with the buyer side of it. When they are taking that first walkthrough in a new home that they're looking at purchasing, are there any things that you can maybe point out that are maybe missed or easy for a buyer to notice on that first walkthrough that people may skip over?
You're saying like structurally with the home?
Yeah, or like, plumbing, I mean, anything.
Yeah, those are, it's on a case-by-case scenario. The one interesting thing about the Puget Sound is we have a lot of really unique homes built on grades, it's wet here.
Yeah.
It's not like, out in the desert you've got tract homes where every single house is exactly the same.
Right.
You could walk in and be like, this unit's gonna be like this, unit's gonna be like this. They are really, really unique and really different. And so I do think it's nice to have the market where it is, because buyers, and it's good for buyers and sellers. The buyers get to enter into a contract, bring an inspector in. If it's on a slope, get a geotech in.
Yeah.
Get specialists in to take a look at the home and give you like a thumbs up before you move forward and do your due diligence.
Okay.
2017, 16, I'm sure there's some attorneys and some real estate lawyers that are already making plenty of money from some of the contracts that went through back then.
Interesting. So along those lines, obviously, you mentioned some professionals that the buyer should include. I would assume yourself is part of that as well.
Yeah.
When people are looking for a real estate agent, what are some things that they should be looking for or asking as they're exploring?
Yeah, I think they should be asking about the plumbing, asking about the electrical, asking about the structure, asking if there's been flooding, the roof, all the basic things that you would expect. Paying attention to how the home is situated on the lot. Noise is another thing too. We've got a lot more flights coming out of Payne Field.
Oh yeah.
I go on and I'll find, if I've got a client looking, I'll go on and find you can Google it. It's a government map. It'll show the decibel ratings from flight paths.
Sure.
That's another thing that people, when they go in, they get really excited about a property and they kind of miss it. Most people are starting their searches online too.
Okay.
So they go off the photos. And look, I'm a broker, I sell homes,
Right.
I make the photos look good. That is my business.
Sure.
I am make the photos look good, get them off their phone, get them in the front door.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. And what I tell my buyers who are listening, I'm like, don't just trust the photos. Go in and open the door and actually take a look at it. And as a matter of fact, go look at properties that have bad photos.
Yeah.
Bad photos, it might just be a bad broker who didn't do a good job marketing the home.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that the home isn't gonna live up.
Right.
It might be better, much better than the photos. So a lot of it is just knowing where to look to find the right home, and then knowing the right questions to ask, and honestly just having a good inspector go through and point out things that are going to be potential pitfalls.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. I think maybe that's a good place to kind of wrap up.
Sure.
If somebody does have any questions or wants to get a hold of you or your team, how can they get in contact with you?
So they can email me at sean.mc@compass.com.
Okay.
Or they can call me directly at 206-999-1211.
All right, good deal.
Yeah, or find me on compass.com.
That's maybe an easier way
Yeah.
to go. I appreciate it again.
Absolutely.
It was really helpful, and hopefully it's helpful to our audience as well.
Great.
So thanks again for joining us.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So thanks again for joining us for the Mainsail Financial Group series. Again, hopefully this is helpful. We want to really bring some insights into areas that we don't focus on day to day. If you do have any questions for us, feel free to email us at info@mainsailfg.com.